Here we go.
It started before dawn. Ukraine woke to explosions around the capital, Kiev. It was the same across the country. These pictures from Kharkiv in the east.
Uh-oh, Richard! Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
A few moments ago, Buckingham Palace announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell. Let me be perfectly blunt. You are not my first choice. You are here at the request of Admiral Kazansky, aka Iceman.
I thought it might be a fun moment to tell you that my brand new album comes out October 21st.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Planet Phobia. So that was 2022 in a nutshell. Some good, some bad, just like the horror movies we're going to look at today.
Farmer's daughter, take one. I need to be famous, Wayne. All the best people are.
There ain't nobody else out there like you.
Please, Lord, make me the biggest star the world has ever known.
This entry is a 2-for-1 as both these movies were released in 2022. First we had X and then Pearl, both directed by Ty West and starring Mia Goth. X is set in 1979 as adult movie actors and a small film crew arrive to a farmhouse occupied by an elderly couple in the desolate Texas countryside to film an adult film. As the day shifts to night, the visitors slowly realize that they are not safe and are being targeted by a nearby enemy. Trapped on her family's isolated farm, Pearl must tend to her ailing father under the bitter and overbearing watch of her devout mother. Lusting for a glamorous life like she's seen in the movies, Pearl finds her ambitions, temptations, and repressions all colliding in this origin story of X's iconic villain. Forced to travel with her boyfriend, Lane begins to experience premonitions associated with the urban myth of the Creeper. She believes that something supernatural has been summoned and that she is at the center of it all. It seems the 2022 remake of Jeepers Creepers wasn't the best idea. Here's what one reviewer had to say. This was almost the worst horror movie I've ever seen. People were actually walking out of the cinema halfway through. Don't waste your money on this, go to a stamp collection show instead. I can't believe they made this movie at all and tried to reboot Jeepers Creepers.
Why do you want to hunt?
Because you all think that I can't. I saw a sign in the sky. I'm ready.
Prey is set in the Comanche Nation 300 years ago. This is a story of Naru, a fierce and highly skilled warrior, raised in the shadow of legendary hunters who roam the Great Plains. When danger threatens her camp, she sets out to protect her people. The prey she stalks, a highly evolved alien predator with a technically advanced arsenal.
So you in a room above the water, is it safe?
I hope, I guess.
The Requiem takes place as a couple on a romantic getaway find themselves stranded at sea when a tropical storm sweeps away their villa. In order to survive, they are forced to fight the elements while sharks circle below. The Requiem may have left horror fans clueless, but hey, at least it stars Alicia Silverstone. Barbarian is about a woman staying at an Airbnb who discovers that the house she has rented is not what it seems. Barbarian has a killer cast. This one is stylish and scary. Once the truth behind this movie makes itself known, the true terror really kicks in.
Welcome to Mexico, mi amigos. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Who's that?
The man who built this house.
The Legend of La Llorona takes place while a family is vacationing in Mexico. Soon, the couple discovers that their son's disappearance is tied to a supernatural curse. This movie was panned by horror fans pretty bad back in 2022. Here's one of them that says, "Who made this terrible movie? Acting was atrocious. The main woman was so selfish and unbelievable. Story was terrible. Don't give it your time."
Soft on the outside, so vigorous ideas can be digested more easily. Now we are the best secret weapon that no one checks at the door because we tread quietly.
Soft and Quiet is a painfully timely horror-fueled thriller that forces the viewer to confront the ugly underbelly of modern American race relations. All that and so much more is true about this movie. It gets under the skin, taking its time to burrow deeper, making us question the dark reality of this film.
Some word for this? Worms. Worms. Yeah, bro. Get you fucked up. Where the fuck are the worms?
All Jacked Up and Full of Worms follows two strangers who get hooked on worms and slither into the primordial ooze. Budget was clearly a big factor in why this just didn't work, but it's not the only one. I like that it tried something different, but that doesn't automatically make it a good movie, just unique. And people are getting high on worms. What the hell is that?
Good evening.
The Menu follows foodie Tyler Ledford and his date Margot Mills as they travel by boat to Hawthorne, an exclusive restaurant on a private island operated by celebrity chef Julian Slowik. The Menu serves up dark comedy at its finest and leaves the viewer wanting more.
Rob Zombie, the director of House of a Thousand Corpses, Halloween, and The Devil's Rejects, brings you the greatest love story ever told.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
The Munsters have been a labor of love for many years for Rob Zombie. I really enjoy a lot of his work, and it was neat to see what he was doing with this one, taking a beloved classic and trying to put a modern twist on it. Unfortunately for me, this one fell flat. Hey everybody, thanks for watching until the end and traveling back to 2022 with me. This is Planet Phobia, and that was the best and worst horror movies of 2022. If you like this content, please subscribe.